Namaskaram. So I'll be talking about fear, since we'll be doing a guided meditation in which we'll be releasing fear and healing. So it becomes important that we address fear. So what is fear? Fear is energy. Okay? It comes from the frequency of dark. In the universe, there are predominantly two frequencies: frequency of light and frequency of dark. Now, the frequency of dark is the one which is prevalent right now. From the frequency of dark comes fear. These dark forces, they feed on this fear energy, okay? And the light grows from the frequency of love. The frequency of love is all about oneness, compassion, empathy, charity, giving, sharing, understanding, accepting, forgiveness. All the good things, they arise from the frequency of love. Everything that makes you feel good, which makes you feel joy at the core of your being, is love. And that's who you are. You are that pure joy. You're that pure love. The frequency of darkness brings the fear, and from fear comes anxiety, worry, stress, uncertainty, anger, hatred, pain, jealousy, vengeance, ego. Ego is connected with fear. Surrender is with love. From love also comes faith and trust in God. From fear comes distrust, lack of trust, trying to be in control. So the ego is connected with fear. Okay? So with this understanding, now let's move forward. So the universe is made with these two frequencies. At the human level, you have a choice at each time to either choose light or dark. Are you going to choose love or fear? Are you going to choose faith, or you're going to distrust? You're going to worry? Are you going to surrender, or are you going to be in control, going to be in resistance? The choice is yours. And this is where the karma comes in. Okay? Your reaction to a situation decides your karma. Every event in life is preordained based on your past life karma. Okay? Understand this. Every event is preordained based on your past life karma. Your reaction to this preordained event in this lifetime decides your future karma. Okay? So a difficult situation comes your way. What do? Do you accept it as your karma, or do you resist it? And you keep cursing and you keep fighting it. And if you're going to fight it, it's not going to go away. It's going to be there any which way. So you might as well accept it and learn the lesson. See what it is trying to teach you. See what it is imparting to you. And when you learn the lesson, then you come in a state of acceptance and peace. And then the situation will not come back again in your life because you have learned the lesson. See, no karma is about punishment. First of all, we should get this thought out of our head that karma means punishment. It isn't. Everything is about experience. Everything is about learning and evolution of the mind. As you learn your lessons, as you evolve and grow, the mind evolves, the mind purifies. And then finally you reach a stage where the mind is absolutely purified and it comes in a state of stillness, and then you realize your true nature, you realize yourself. Okay? So, these are the two frequencies of fear and love. Now, what's happening around us right now? We are in a state where fear is predominant. The news is feeding the fear emotion so much. It's become a huge monster right now. It's palpable everywhere, right? You turn on the news, COVID. You take the newspaper, COVID. You open social media, COVID. You call up anybody, COVID. It's like in your face. We have manifested this COVID into this huge monster. See, last year was good because we believed. We did certain practices, which unfortunately some people are making fun of it because they do not understand. The idea behind those lighting diyas or all of that was to create a feeling of oneness, a feeling of being together. The idea was to generate positive emotion. The gesture does not matter. It was the emotion which matters and which helped us. It did, because we were able to contain it. And then what happened? Everyone again went back to their own usual ways. Elections happened, and then again the same fighting and same thing, like a dog's tail, again we came back to being the same. So what happened? And in certain places, there was a lot of fear. That fear was underneath brewing, okay, regarding COVID. And so all of that, it manifested, boom, when the cases suddenly started going up, right? And ever since then, the media is just going on feeding it more and more and more and more. Even the people who generally stay in a state of surrender and light, they are also feeling this fear. Because you see, we are all energy beings. By now you would have understood this, right? Since I've been talking only about that. So we are all energy beings, and everything is energy around you. So what is it? We are all mingling with each other, right? Our energies are all connected, right? This is how, when we talk about oneness, this is what it means, that we are all connected, because we are all energetically affecting each other. And when someone next to you is living in fear, naturally you're going to tap into their energy, you're going to tap into their vibe, and you will also feel it, unless you're vibrating so high that you don't pick up any negative emotions around you. On the contrary, your frequency is so high that it nullifies the negative energy or the negative vibration around, okay, around you. But usually, what is the tendency? The tendency is to pick up negative emotions when too many people are vibrating low. Then that frequency dominates. So this is the reason why right now everybody is in the grip of fear, right? And practically I understand, because we are seeing deaths around us. We are seeing losses around us. People have suddenly lost jobs, businesses, their loved ones. The only breadwinner of the family is gone. Elderly parents losing their young children. So age is no bar for COVID. We just can't predict who will go when. So we are living in this time of uncertainty, and I totally understand your fear. But you have to understand also that your fear is not going to help you. It is not going to do any good to you. Okay? And collectively, we have to beat this demon. We have to beat this monster. I will not go into so much of details, but let me tell you, there is a huge kind of a war, going in between the light forces and the dark forces at a higher level. Okay? A lot is hidden from humanity, but there is so much more that goes on in the higher spiritual realms, in higher dimensions. There are dark forces which want to feed on humans, human emotions, and they want to control it. Okay? They want to keep this earth in the lower. They want to keep humans in the lower dimension. See, Earth is ascending any which way. Earth is going to ascend to the 5th dimension. Nothing is going to stop that. What is the challenge now? The challenge is for the humans, okay, at each individual level, to ascend to the higher dimension or to remain in this lower dimension of third dimensional reality. So the dark forces are they feed on fear. Everything that emanates from fear, all the negative emotions, they feed on that. As we say, the asuras, okay? So the asuras are trying to control the humans through propagating this fear, all right? So now, these asuras are trying to control the humans through the frequency of fear. And they are having an upper hand right now, okay? Because there's so much of fear. But the forces of light are also there. And their job is to give hope, tell them to have faith and trust. And those who will embrace light and who will accept whatever is happening as the divine will, there is a divine plan in place, okay? I will take that up in another video, otherwise this video will be too overwhelming for you to tackle it. This is all about ascension. This whole drama that is playing out right now is all related to ascension of Earth and ascension of humanity. Okay? My role personally is to help as many souls as possible to ascend to the higher dimension, to the fifth dimension. Okay? So the light forces are here to help you ascend to the fifth dimension. Okay? But that comes only with acceptance of the current situation as it is, and to understand that this is just a test that all of us are going through, and to accept this as a divine plan. Okay? And not to feed into, not to feed the fear energy, okay, and not to get trapped. How do you do that? Abstain as much as possible from news, social media news, mainstream news. Avoid people who are fearful. Disconnect. I've disconnected from all those groups who are like, fear mongers. Just cannot stand them. I'm tired of even trying to change their mind. I tried. They did not listen. I simply came out of those groups. I realized I'm not meant to be in this group because I'm vibrating at a different frequency than these people. I just left. So I simply cut off from people and from groups which are not vibrating at my frequency. Simple. You just pull out. See, it's in your hand. The control is in your hand. Okay? The control is not in anybody else's hand. You choose what you expose your mind to. You choose the frequency. Each one of you right now is being given a choice to either choose light or dark. Light or dark. Okay? Are you going to sit and curse God and say, oh, why this and why that and all? Or you're going to just accept it? Remember, there is absolute order in seemingly chaotic situation. Okay? There is a divine order in chaos. If you can understand this, or you can just accept this, you will come in a state of peace. A lot of times we do not understand when everything is chaotic around us, but there is a deeper meaning. Okay? There's a divine plan which we are not aware of, because we see everything from a unilateral perspective. Whereas the divine plan, if you want to see the divine plan and understand, you have to rise above. You have to see from this perspective, 360 degree perspective. Then you understand. If you see only from this unilateral, you will only see one, right? You will only get unidirectional view. So you have to rise above and then see and then understand. So all this is related to ascension, which I will take up in detail later. So this is about fear. So it's in your hand how you tackle it. We will do this meditation and I will help you release fear. Okay? And this fear, you will have to keep doing this meditation at least for a week and do it as often as you feel like. Whenever you feel fearful, just do this meditation. Where is this fear energy located or stored rather? Usually in the root chakra, which is the first chakra located at the base of the spine, the Muladhara chakra. Now why is it stored over there? Because fear, usually what do we fear of? Survival, right? That's all. That is the main basic thing. We are fearful of our existence. We are fearful about our survival. And root chakra is about survival. Okay? It's about existence and it is about survival. So all the fear, whatever you have related to, roti kapda makan, related to your essentials, related to your existence, related to your life, is all located in the root chakra. So tomorrow we'll be working mostly in the root chakra and release all this fear, okay, and heal this part of us. But going forward, see, fear is again an energy. You can again attract it. I will help you release it, but I cannot do it all the time, right? So the way going forward is be mindful of your exposure. This is the reason why I put a condition. I do not want those who are indulging into politics on social media. You can be politically interested, but how you take politics is important. Most of the people on social media right now, they indulge in fight, name calling, bashing. Okay, there's so much of nonsense that goes on in the name of politics. Now, those are the kind of people I do not want them to be in the group. You can be politically interested, that's okay. But going forward, you should try to let go that also if you really want to ascend. Okay? But how you deal a subject is more important. If you deal it with maturity, with respect, and understand that yes, politics is needed in our world today. I'm not blinded to politics. I know that there has to be law and order. Government has to come. Opposition has to be there. Right? Spiritual people cannot run the government. They cannot run the country. I understand that very well. But at the same time, I also understand that I do not have to indulge in this. I can step back and observe everything. Right? I can be aware of what's happening around. But that does not mean that I put my hand into it, because it's not my calling. And if you are really on the calling of spiritual path, then you will not put your hand into it. You can observe. You can even have your own opinion also. It's absolutely fine. No one is stopping you. Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi also used to read newspaper and used to take news, even though he was self-realized, you know. But then he took everything as fun. He knew that this is all an illusion. So he lived in that illusion like as if it's reality. And you reach that stage where you live in the illusion as though this is real, but you know that this is an illusion, but still you treat everything as real. Then it does not matter. Until then, you have to protect your frequency, you have to protect your energy. And that was the reason why I was so adamant and I was strict about it. Okay, if you're still into this mode of politics, look, I did not check the profiles. I simply said, unlock your profiles. I went through few profiles and then I just left it. Okay? Because I realized that I'm trying to control and I surrendered to God. And I'm like, all these who have come over here, if they're politically inclined, either they will change or they will leave eventually. I'm not going to kick out anyone. I'm not going to control anyone. I will not see anyone's profile. And I just dropped it. And I know that all of you are amazing people, otherwise you wouldn't be in this group. All of you are here to seek. All of you are here to learn something, get something, right? You're searching for something. And I'm here to give everything that I have. How much you take is up to you. Okay, I'll give whatever I have. That's my job. I've come here to give. That's all. All right? Okay, so with this, I will end this video and let's do the meditation then later. Okay, bye. Namaskar. Blessings to all of you. Love and light.